on the use of AI and the impact of AI on employability. And I just found the need to do that because as Mr. Nageshwaran said, that it's a stress test. He said on employability of journalists, of reporters, of camera persons. There is, like you said, that the students these days are doing or learning artificial intelligence and the tools surreptitiously because there's a pushback by educational institutions who don't have that vision that this is something that it's a skill that they need to have right from middle school onwards. So there are a number of people who are applying for jobs using cheap models, and they're all sounding the same. So when I get a resume, it sounds like 15 others which have come in. And when that first firewall is cleared and we go through the first level of sifting, and when you actually meet with them, they do not have the skill which they have said in their LinkedIn profile or when they have applied for jobs. And there's a kind of a lazy attitude of just using a ChatGPT to make their profile and just send it across to 20 different media organizations. It's then that I realized that the skill training which should be there is not there. Similarly, journalists who are working with us, 25 years ago, I know that I was one of those who said, Google use mat karna. Don't use Google to do your story. Go to the ground and report yourself. Find out the truth from the ground. Don't just Google it from different. I probably a dinosaur very early in life in adapting to Google. But it took me probably 6 months to realize that we can use that to upskill. And then the whole rule changed at ANI and we started using Google, and I realized that what Google was doing was different from what AI is doing today. There are many reporters who just, many news organizations today who don't have the budget to send out reporters on the ground. They're just using various AI tools to do it, and this is an existential threat, something that both the speakers before me spoke about. This is a threat which has hit the media, and if you've been watching some of the conversations which are happening at the Munich Security Conference, where they are saying that the old order has broken down, and with regard to national security, the old order in the media too has broken down. In education systems, it has broken down. And if we don't adapt soon, you're going to have the situation in India like you're having in America, where nobody's reading the newspaper, the physical newspaper. Many in this room, if I even do a show of hands, have not read the newspaper before coming to work, as in a physical newspaper. I think our generation grew up having Reader's Digest in our homes, or we read the Time and Newsweek to understand. We read the Times of India and Hindustan Times to get to know what is happening around the world before we got to work. But that's not happening with I'm sure, most of the audience out here. So the media is going to change a lot. Existential threat to many anchors who today are ruling the roost, because you never know, all of you are watching Arnab Goswami on television and your cortisol levels are rising by the minute. You never know that it's possible that Republic has a milder version of, uses AI tool and gets a milder version of Arnab Goswami for the 8 p.m. and the more excitable version at 9 p.m. and you can choose which version of Arnab you want to watch. It's going to be a reality soon. These AI tools are going to be used in the news organization. So you can choose which version of the anchor you like. Just like and that selection is going to happen for you before you realize that you have made the selection. Just like the news feed is coming in. Just before I conclude, just one more point I want to make is about intellectual property rights. Unfortunately, all the big giants, the big fives, they are scraping content from Indian media organizations and not paying us for IPR, whereas they're paying millions abroad. And that's where I feel that we are losing out, we are losing the battle even before it's begun in India. We need something to be done to protect our IPR for our news organizations, otherwise media is going, because it's all clicking, right? Why would anybody want the long form article in Times of India when a short form of that similar kind of article is available from Times of India, Hindustan Times, The Hindu, the Sun newspaper, translated real time and given to you, and the gist out there. So the clicks are going to go, the advertising is going to go, and media in its long form is going to disappear, and India is going to face an existential threat as far as reporting and media organizations are concerned. Thank you.